Okay, let's see. Oh, look, it sparked his curiosity. Yes, you know what they say about curiosity. So he's going to like check this out. Hello. Oh, look, he's absolutely terrified of this device. Okay, here's the inside story, as they say. Well, let's see. What we've got here is a lithium battery and a power switch. And right in the corner here is our passive infrared detector. This little module is handy. It's got a 3.3 volt regulator if you can feed it with 5. It's also got standard terminals that'll take the DuPont wires, which are handy because you need to plug it in here and then plug it into the board over here. For stuff that has to be soldered, I have a little terminal board in the middle. So how this works is it's based on this shaker motor, which is just a little DC motor with a disc on it with a glob of hot glue. You just can't make any YouTube videos without hot glue. I think that's a requirement or something. And here's our little circuit board. We're going to get into what's in this. We make these little generic boards that have various inputs and outputs. This one's based on the Tiny 85. And because we're coming in at 3.7 volts on the V in, we don't need the 5 volt regulator here. We just jumper in to out there. And we only need one of the filter capacitors because there's only one side to this power feed now. And we only put in one of the output drive transistors with its resistor. And we only put in one of the I/O pin resistors because we're only using that. So when we build up these boards, we only put the parts in we need. So when the photo detector triggers, comes in here, this detects the leading edge, turns on the motor for I think just like 2 or 3 tenths of a second. So enough to make the noise and scare the cat, you know. Here's our circuit boards we get made. These are useful to do a lot of projects. We get like bunches of them made at a time. Thanks to good old JLC PCB. I think they wind up costing us like 30 cents a piece or something. And we label all the ins and outs here. It'll take like 12 volts or something and got a 5 volt regulator that runs real low power. So we can run in standby mode, and AT Tiny 85 chip plugged, of course, programmed with the Arduino C compiler. And we got some inputs here, and we only populate the board with the parts we need for a particular project. Here we need the regulator and the filter caps and one output transistor capable of handling a couple amperes, I guess. So we use these in a lot of our projects. Okay, so here's the way we've got this hooked up. We've got one of our standard utility boards here, and here's the things hooked to the outside. We've got a 9 volt battery, feeds in here, goes into our internal 5 volt regulator, run the AT Tiny chip. Motor here hooks right to the 9 volt battery and then is triggered by one of our power output stages. The PIR sensor here powers 5 volts and ground, pulls the 5 volts from inside here. The output goes to one of the inputs. It's triggered, runs the motor for a second or so, and then shuts down.